Good morning, students. Welcome again. We will start with History Chapter 1, Nationalism in Europe, Part 5. Previous class, we learned about Greek War of Independence and the Romantic imagination and national feeling. Today, we will discuss about 1848, the Revolution of Liberals and the unification of Germany. We will start with the first subtopic, 1848, the Revolution of the Liberals. Here we will discuss about what were the revolutions of liberals during that time. Events of February 1848 in France had brought about the abdication of the monarch, and a republic based on universal male suffrage was proclaimed. Similar to or motivated by the French Revolution, Germany, Italy, Poland, and the Austro-Hungarian Empire that gained momentum, and unification was an important aspect for Germany. Men and women demanded constitutionalism with national unification. The liberals demanded the creation of a nation state on parliamentary principles, freedom of the press, and freedom of association. Freedom of association means the right of an individual to join or leave groups. In Germany, the German National Assembly was formed on 18th May in 1848, convened at St. Paul's Church with 831 elected representatives. Otto von Bismarck was the major proponent of the unification of Germany. They drafted a constitution for a German nation to be headed by a monarch subject to a parliament. Parliamentary form means there should be certain set of rules and regulations, and the king should rule accordingly. That is known as parliamentary form. His idea was to have a common education, legal and judicial framework for Germany. The deputies offer the crown on these terms to King Frederick William IV, who was the King of Prussia, but he rejected this offer and joined other monarchs to oppose the idea of elected assembly. Monarchs, military, and aristocracy opposed the parliament. Thus, the social basis of parliament eroded. The parliament was mainly dominated by middle class, who resisted the workers and artisans' demand and lost their support. And the troops were called in, and the assembly was forced to disband. Troops means soldiers. Disband. Disband means the breaking up of an organized group is known as disband. The women formed political associations, founded newspapers, and women came into power. They take part in political meetings and demonstrations. Despite this, they were denied suffrage right during the election of the assembly. Suffrage right means right to vote. So it is explaining that though they started many political associations, they founded many newspapers, and they came into power, but still the right to vote is denied for the women during the election of the assembly. The next slide is explaining about the Frankfurt Parliament. Here you can see the image of Frankfurt Parliament. Frankfurt Parliament. Frankfurt Parliament convened in the Church of St. Paul, and women were admitted only as observers to stand in the visitors gallery. Here you can see the women's are standing here. So as I said, the women's denied the right to vote. Though they formed many political associations and they came into power, but still the right to vote is denied to the women's. And they during the Frankfurt Parliament election, which convened in the Church of St. Paul, women were admitted only as observers. Women can stand in the visitors gallery as observers. Though the conservative forces suppressed the liberals, they were not able to restore the old order. Thus, serfdom and bonded labor were abolished in Habsburg dominions and Russia. Habsburg rulers granted more autonomy to the Hungarians in 1867. Autonomy. Autonomy means the right of a country to be independent and govern itself. That is known as autonomy. This slide is explaining about unification of Germany. The first attempt for the unification of Germany was made in 1848 through the establishment of a constitutional monarchy under the Prussian king William IV by convening a parliament at Frankfurt. The Prussian king rejected this move and joined the other monarch to oppose the elected assembly. There were widespread nationalist feelings among middle-class Germans who in 1848 tried to unite the different regions of the German Confederation into a nation state. The initiative of liberalism was the key idea behind the making of the nation. The liberal initiative to nation building was suppressed by the monarchy, the military, and the Junkers. Junkers means the large landowners in Prussia is called as Junkers. The Frankfurt Parliament failed in its process of unification of Germany under the leadership of King William IV of Prussia. Then Prussia took the initiative and leadership of the movement for national unification of Germany. Otto von Bismarck, the chief minister of Prussia, with the help of the Prussian army and bureaucracy, carried the process further. He fought 3 wars over 7 years against Austria, France, and Denmark, which ended in Prussian victory. This victory completed the process of German unification. Prussian King William I was proclaimed as the German Emperor at Versailles. Thus, on 18th January 1871, the new German Empire, headed by Kaiser William of Prussia, was proclaimed. Thus, the new nation building process in Germany had demonstrated the dominance of Prussian state power. The new states placed a strong emphasis on modernizing the currency, legal and judicial system in Germany. Prussian measures and practices often became a model for the rest of Germany. By this, we completed unification of Germany. In the next slide, you can see the image of Otto von Bismarck and the map of unified Germany in 1871. 1871. Now we will have a recap of today's class. Today we learned about the revolution of the liberals and the unification of Germany. In 1848, a revolution led by the educated middle class was underway. Men and women of the liberal middle class demanded creation of a nation state on parliamentary principles, a constitution, freedom of the press, and freedom of association. A large number of political associations came together in Frankfurt to vote for an all-German National Assembly. On 18th May 1848, 831 elected representatives marched to take their places in the Frankfurt Parliament convened in the Church of St. Paul. The constitution drafted for German nation was headed by a monarchy subject to a parliament. The crown was offered to Frederick William IV, King of Prussia, but he rejected it and joined other monarchs to oppose the elected assembly. The middle class dominated the parliament and a large number of women participated in liberal movement. Women formed their own political associations, founded newspapers, and took part in political meetings and demonstrations, but they were still denied suffrage rights during the election of the assembly. In the years after 1848, the autocratic monarchies of Central and Eastern Europe began to introduce the changes that had already taken place in Western Europe before 1815. Thus, serfdom and bonded labor were abolished both in Habsburg dominions and in Russia. Finally, we learned about the making of Germany, or else the unification of Germany. Nationalism in Europe moved away after 1848, and Germany and Italy came to be unified as nation states. Prussia took over the leadership of the movement for national unification. The architect of this process was its chief minister, Otto von Bismarck, carried out with the help of the Prussian army and the bureaucracy. In January 1871, the Prussian king William I was proclaimed German emperor. An assembly was held to proclaim a new German empire. The process of nation building demonstrated the dominance of Prussian state power. The currency, banking, legal, and judicial system in Germany were modernized. So by this, we covered today's topic, explaining about the revolution of the liberals and the unification of Germans. Thank you, students. Have a good day ahead.